Hello guys, welcome back to Habitual Crypto. My name's Dan, and here on the channel we like to make good habits in trading. So if you like trading crypto and investing in general, please feel free to subscribe and like the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin and Ethereum charts, as well as the Bitcoin news and general crypto news for the day. And then we will be charting out a lot of altcoins. Um, and just to jump right in, this is the Bitcoin daily chart I have right here. We've been looking at this most days here, and um, if you look back since January, we've been in this channel. We did break out of it for a couple days this month, and now I've gotten back into it and have made support on it. So a few things I see here. One of the biggest things I see is on the MACD down here. I'll bring it up here. You can see this is the daily, and we finally had a crossover here. The selling momentum has waned off, and here is the first day of buying momentum. And if it looks anything like what happened the past 3 times we've had this cross, the buying momentum should gain from here. And most likely, unless this is a very short little peak here, we're going to all-time highs. That's one major indicator that I see on the Bitcoin chart right now. So what we're hoping for is something like this. Back in February, if we have something like this, we should see a lot of serious gains in Bitcoin this month. So it's April 1st, good day to start it out. And so that's the MACD. And now if we, the other thing I see here is if we zoom in, we'll go to the 4-hour. What I think is a good possibility is if we do kind of settle here for a second, it's possible we form a head and shoulders pattern, which would be something like this, and then if we do come down and test around 54,000 again, possibly something like this, and then we blast off from there. So that's one case that could happen, which would still be bullish if that was to happen. Another possibility, though, is that we simply tighten up here and we get a bounce. If we get to this channel again, we get a bounce off the channel. So either way, I really think, not financial advice, but I think in the short term, we're most likely going to be breaking 60,000. And yes, we did get up to we got up to 61,750 back in early March, but we did not close a daily candle up there. And I think closing a daily candle above 60,000 is really what needs to happen for us to move up to closer to 70,000. And I don't want to, put too many lines on this chart here, but if we do look at the Fibonacci levels, just to look at where we could be headed here, the first level here, you can see we're getting kind of rejected off the 786 here. If we are able to manage to get up above our all-time highs, we're going to be looking at around 68,840 as our first major area of resistance. I would definitely expect some profit taking there. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this. I will add a I'll add a line up there and get rid of the Fibonacci here. So yeah, these are the targets I'm looking at here to start out this next move up. And like I said, if we do come down, I would expect no lower than 53,200. I really would be surprised if we went any lower than that. And I would expect a big head and shoulders pattern to form, and that would be what we need to get up there. So either way, looks good. If we zoom in on the 15-minute and kind of get a very short-term target here, we've been holding up really nice up here. Again, everything I said are possibilities. Another possibility is that this just goes out of nowhere and blasts off at some point. So because it has been consolidating for quite a while, and we might get another move kind of like this here, just another leg up. So that also is possible. We just kind of got to wait and see what happens. But I am very bullish on Bitcoin at this point in time. The fundamentals are all there. Crypto is getting more and more mainstream every day, and I will give you a few examples of that today. The biggest news really today, we talked about the Goldman Sachs offering Bitcoin exposure to their clients, their bigger clients now. Well, now a week or two ago, we talked about how Morgan Stanley was going to add Bitcoin to their some of their funds, and we thought it was going to be 3 funds. Well, they're actually adding it to 12 different investment funds. So basically, here's a list of the funds they're offering it to, but basically they're kind of following the advice of, let's have a little exposure to crypto and Bitcoin throughout a lot of our funds, instead of just having one fund for Bitcoin. Now they're putting a little bit of Bitcoin exposure in many of their funds, and I think it's a smart move. It's going to entice clients to make them feel like, oh, well, now I have a little bit of exposure to crypto, and they'll feel like they're part of the movement now, if you could say. So just another big story out. Just 10 minutes ago this came out. So yeah, that's really good. Today is April Fool's Day, April 1st, and we had a bit of there was a fake rebranding of Litecoin. I saw this and I knew it was a joke, but a lot of people didn't, I guess. They thought it was going to be called Bitcoin Lite, which is pretty funny. But like Litecoin had a little pump because of this, which is even more crazy. So yeah, it went on a 5.3% rally after he wrote this. So Charlie Lee put this out. He's the creator of Litecoin. So yeah, it was pretty funny. I think Litecoin could actually do well in the short term because its Bitcoin pairing is at almost like all-time lows. So I would not be surprised if it started moving at some point. Uh, just because of that, it's due. Another April Fool's thing. Elon Musk again with his Dogecoin tweets said he was going to put a literal Dogecoin on the literal moon, and Dogecoin went up I think like 20%. Yeah, here's the spike here. So yeah, it went up over 20% in a very short period of time, in a 4-hour time span. And it did come back down a bit, but again, he still does have some sway with his tweets, it seems. But yeah, there's like a Teletubby Bitcoin April Fool's thing as well. So a lot of, just don't trust anything you read at first today. Make sure it's not a April Fool's joke. And next we're going to talk about Ethereum. Ethereum is coming out with their Berlin update in a couple weeks, and so I don't know if that's kind of getting priced in, the hype around that. But it did break out of, we'll look at the chart obviously, but it did break out of its dollar pattern that it was in, and got a little pump from that. We're getting very close to $2,000. We'll see if that happens on stream today. And then Glassnode wrote basically the number of active addresses in Ethereum has now reached a monthly high for today. So, it was, as of March, it was a monthly high for March. Today's April, obviously, but it's very close to getting an all-time high for active addresses. So I think people are now, getting in, thinking there might be a little run here with Ethereum and DeFi, and we will talk about the Bitcoin dominance chart. So, which I talked about yesterday, I've been talking about for weeks now, and it is doing exactly what I thought it would be doing. Not to toot my own horn, I'm just saying I've been really up on the Bitcoin dominance chart there, and it's playing out just like I thought it might. Hey Aave, how's it going, man? I hope you're doing good. I hope your trades are going well. We're gonna take a look at Ethereum here, and yeah, Ethereum didn't really even have to come back down to test to make support on this previous line here. And it's been moving up in the past hour, so we'll see. We're very, very close to 2,000, $25 away, which is not that much for, let's see, we're only 1.27% away from $2,000. So yeah, and you can see there was a little dip, but look at this candle. I mean, it got eaten up right away, all the way, and then pumped way above it again. So, yeah, I think people are looking to get in on Ethereum, and any little dips even might get bought up. I think people can see it's. I think the idea that Ethereum might have a good month is really becoming publicized there. So, breaking out of this, like we said, it's could all come all the way to 2,500 to finish this symmetrical triangle pattern. Um, so we'll have to wait and see, but looking really good. So we do have a few, obviously 2,000 is going to be a big um, resistance, and then all-time highs. So I will actually add some, and we'll keep an eye on Ethereum throughout the stream. So let's make this 2,000. And then we will add another one at all-time highs, which is we'll just say it's $2,040. So let's see, I got to 238.34. All right, so yeah, $2,038. So those are our two resistances left until we are above all-time highs. So we'll keep an eye on Ethereum here, but looking really good in the short term. And finally, we'll take a look at Bitcoin dominance here, which, I told you guys we break these resistances, and I was looking for a pretty steep drop here. So I think the only thing holding this up from going even lower is that Bitcoin is been hanging on about right under 60,000. So I think people know if Bitcoin breaks 60,000, there's a good chance it's going to go much higher. And so I would expect if that happens, we see a spike, probably at least back up to this first resistance here. Even if we get back up to like 61, that wouldn't surprise me if Bitcoin's, getting close to all-time highs again. So, but it's been just sitting right around 59,000 for a few days now, and if that continues, I think we're going to continue to see a drop in altcoin dominance here. So we'll keep an eye on that. And yeah, so that's pretty much all of the news and charting we have for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin dominance. We'll keep an eye on all three charts throughout the stream. But in the meantime, we'll chart out a lot of altcoins here. So let's jump right into that. We'll start out with some of the bigger gainers for the day. I will pull up CoinGecko, and we'll look at the 24-hour. Mask Network. Mass Network is up 30% in the past day. EOS is up 24% over the last 24 hours. Tezos up. Dogecoin we talked about. And a bunch of them. Thorchain doing really good this week. Rune. And Chainlink up about 8%, almost 9% over the day. And AMP and Binance, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some moves on Binance either. So we'll take a look at everything. Pretty good green day for most of crypto. That money from Bitcoin is slowly but surely flowing into the altcoins. So I did want to look at, this is the NFT charts here. I just wanted to see the Pokemon has started to settle down around $40. So it was about $30 yesterday. So that was a nice, after all the craziness, it seems to have settled down at around 30 yesterday, and now it's up to 41. So that's pretty good. Pretty good if you were able to get in yesterday after it settled down. Okay, so let me know if there's any coins you guys want to look at specifically, but we'll just run through a lot of them that we've been looking at as well. Some of the better gainers for the day here. This is AMP, Flexicoin, so it's like a payments coin, and it's holding this trend line here. Seems to be moving up again. We'll see if it can get up here and make higher highs, but I like how it looks in the long term here. On the short term, these charts are a little messed up, but looks good. It's making a nice move up, 8% today. We have synthetics, which is one of my picks, and it was able to break out of this this triangle that we had here. And I'm trying to see, it doesn't look like my line is perfect. So if I bring it down there, it looks like, let's go to the 15-minute. Yeah, so it got above and then fell below and had a big, had a big dump there, but now trying to push back up, and we'll see if it can hold above here. That would be a really good sign for synthetic. So, and this is a great example of the coins I like, that I look for with these big retracements. I harp on this on the channel that, don't go chasing any coin that's just pumping. It's better to, see these retracements and then see these reversals here, and even waiting for, a couple, like it did start to go back up here, but fell back down, and it's good to wait for those double or triple bottoms, to give confidence that this is the true bottom here. So I think this is going to be the bottom for synthetics. This like $15.37. And I would be surprised now if we can break this trend and stay above this, make support on this, I would expect a big reversal, a big U-turn here, and start to head back up the other way, because synthetics is a good, fundamentally, it's in the DeFi category, and a lot of signs are saying that DeFi is going to start taking over, start getting another little pump in general. So let's see here. Trying to find some good music here, guys. Let's see. Yeah, so that's synthetics. I really like how this chart looks. So I am expecting some sort of reversal here. Let's see. Let's go to the next one here. We got Uniswap, which seems to be trying to recover from the dip it had after the version 3 was announced. So we'll see as we get closer to May 4th, I believe. Once that's almost released, I would expect this month it continues to go up, possibly, and test all-time highs in anticipation of that release. That's what I would guess there. We have the graph going up 4% today. And again, this is I'm going to be taking some screenshots here. And putting these up on Twitter for you guys. So just anything I think looks really good. But yeah, the graph is consolidating here, holding above that this resistance line, and I wouldn't be surprised to see like a leg up and some more consolidation eventually. Link USD, same thing, guys. Here we got it's hitting some resistance, but had a really nice move up yesterday, and just broke right out of this and made support, and now is heading up even more. So yeah, I think this looks really good. Erase this one. Let's see here. We could look at, here's Litecoin. Litecoin on the BTC pairing. I would expect some, this chart's very interesting to me because if we go back here, you can see we're like right in line with this previous consolidation, which led to this incredible rally. So we haven't really been this low in a very long time. The lowest really with the close is like 3.1 satoshis, and we're at 3.4 right now. Yeah, I would just be surprised if this doesn't turn around at some point, and it might not move like these, but having some sort of movement would not surprise me there. Here is Ocean, which we talked about. Let's go to the 1 hour. And Ocean, yeah, just consolidating more, holding these levels nicely. But yeah, it needs to get up and pass all-time highs at some point here. We'll look at DOT. So Polkadot did get kind of rejected off this pattern, this symmetrical triangle here, but when it got rejected, it actually made a higher low, which is a good sign. So we'll see, it might keep punching at this and eventually break above it, and I think that would be a very, very good sign for Polkadot, because it's been, if you look at the longer term here, it has these nice pumps and then consolidation and then pump, and now we've had a long period of consolidation. So and basically traders have said we're not letting it get any lower than like $28 is the lowest, and it's only hit that a few times. So, but again, these triple bottoms are nice. That's confirmation that that's the floor for Polkadot in the time being. So so yeah, I would expect more up movement from Polkadot too. We're in a bull market, so I'm expecting a lot of upward movement for most of these coins. It's just I'm looking at ones that look very close to that movement. So here's Matic, which we've been talking about. Yeah, Matic is looking good. We were talking about it yesterday, and it seems to be trying to make this 0.5 Fibonacci level, trying to hold that. Keeps kind of grinding on there, but if it can hold that, I would expect kind of it eventually to make another leg up and start reversing this. So looks nice. Here is Aave, same sort of thing that we've been seeing. With these DeFi coins, so I'm expecting this to eventually reverse here. Let's look at ADA. Yeah, ADA, just kind of consolidating. It doesn't look that strong at the moment, but we're getting close to you know, this trend line here. So you know, 8 is kind of one I'm questionable on. Like, that's not one I would put all my marbles in right now, just because it had a really nice run, and it did have this big double top here. So it's not going to surprise me if it breaks down out of this pattern, but it could easily, you know, get a bounce and keep consolidating in here for a couple weeks, I think. So we have let's see, RLC. So RLC throughout the night got up to, kind of got rejected off this level again, except this time once it got up, it broke down and fell right through. Now, you know, and that was a bad sign that it couldn't hold there. Mina protocol, duck in a bag. I'll take a look at that next. But yeah, RLC breaking down, you know, could not hold this previous high. So when it broke down out of it, we saw a big, you know, a week-long downturn. Now it's coming back up. It broke that previous high and now is making support on it. This is what you want to see. And this is happening, like, this happened within the last couple hours. So yeah, hopefully RLC can now get a nice bounce off that. That's what you want to see. If it can get back up here, I wouldn't be surprised if it has a nice rally. Let's see, let's look at Mina. Mina protocol, so it's on Uniswap. So it's a Ethereum pairing. Here, this is a, we'll go to the 5-minute. Yeah, I can barely, look at these. Yeah, so I'm guessing it just came out today, obviously. Let me pull up like the another chart for it, because it was on sale on CoinList. Yeah, I don't even really have any data on it, because I guess it got listed today. Second or third time they're selling it. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this chart is correct. I mean, basically it went on sale a couple hours ago. Thanks for the follow. And it looks like, you know, basically it got dumped after 10 minutes of I can't even like read this too well, but okay, so this is more of the hourly, I guess. Yeah, well, it looks like it, you know, went from it went down 92% in a very short period of time. I can't really tell what that is, but yeah, I would just wait till there's a lot more price action on it if you like the if you like the project, and you feel good about it. You do want to be careful about, you know, rug pulls and stuff. So because like whoever bought initially, like the very first hour or day it was listed, you know, basically what happens, guys, is they have venture capitalists and investors, they have a private sale, so they get to buy a big majority of the tokens before it even lists, and then it will list, and a new listing normally gets a lot of hype, so a bunch of retail investors jump in, and once it goes up 1,000%, you know, sometimes a few thousand%, the venture capitalists that have huge bags normally dump it, and they 10x their investment, and basically they're losing. The retail investor gets screwed over. So that's why I always suggest to wait for the price to settle down a lot before you get in on these initial offerings. Like the Pokemon offering yesterday is a great example. We'll look at that chart again, but it, you know, some retail investors got, you know, screwed over, I would say, if they bought at the wrong time. Plus, they were having problems with, like, one guy had a bot that was buying and selling them at certain prices and manipulating the market pretty much. So, but yeah, I don't really have anything to say about this, about Mina, except wait for more price action. See, you know, find your bottom before jumping in, because I barely know what's going on here. So hey, China City, how's it going? Yeah, let me know if you guys have any other coins you want to look at, and feel free to subscribe or follow on Twitch or YouTube if you like the content, and like the video if you can. We'll keep going here. Kusama, no problem. Yeah, we could look at it again once, you know, maybe next week. Uh, this is Kusama. And yeah, I said I was expecting Kusama probably to head down to the 420 level after this like huge rally. And you know, it looked like it was possible that it was going to hold this previous consolidation here, but as you can see from the last hour candle, it has now broken that level. So I would expect there's a good chance Kusama heads down to like at least 435 in the short term. But right now it's using this previous resistance as support at this very minute, but I don't think that's quite enough to hold it there. Did I buy Bitcoin when it was going down like crazy? I actually bought a very small amount of Bitcoin in like January of 2017. So it was $1,000 when I bought it then. I did not buy nearly, you know, as much as I should have. You know, I only bought like between 1 and 2 Bitcoin at the time. That's when I first got into this, and you know, I didn't really know anything. So yeah, that's when I first bought it, and then I've since, you know, accumulated a little bit more as I can. But at the moment, I'm mainly allocated to altcoins, because I think we are headed in a bigger altcoin cycle. That's what I'm basing that off of Bitcoin dominance right now. So we can check in on Bitcoin, see how we're doing. We're pretty boring. We've been staying right in this, right around 59, but like I said, we could either come down, get a bounce off this trend line, or we could. I think the most we're gonna go down is like 50 between 53 and 54,000. If we were to go down there again, we could be forming a big head and shoulders pattern, like right here, one shoulder, the head, and then if we were to come down here, it would be like this, and it's a reverse head and shoulders that could basically cause lift off to all-time highs. So that's just one possibility I see happening, but the other possibility is we just at any point in time after this consolidation get a nice leg up. So that's very possible as well. But yeah, the Bitcoin dominance, that's what we've been looking at. I had these two levels here. One broke, we had a huge candle down. The second one broke, and now we've come all the way down to 59.75. And if you are in altcoins, this is the chart you want to be looking at here. This is since this was when the bull market, the bull cycle started, and Bitcoin took the reins and took off there. One second. Yeah, Bitcoin took the spotlight, and from, you know, November through December was just rallying, taking up all the money was flowing right into Bitcoin out of the altcoins. But then we finally peaked out January, like the first couple days of January, and since then it has been on a downtrend. So the majority, the percentage of money in Bitcoin has been flowing into altcoins. Even though Bitcoin is growing, the percentage of all the crypto money in total uh, that Bitcoin has been going down. So I think we're going to see that continue. We might see if Bitcoin does not reach all-time highs anytime soon, I think this is going to continue to drop pretty fast, actually. We'll probably stop around 57.60, where we had a low here before. That's what I would guess. Let's look at Troy for Aave there. Let's see. Yeah, we can look at XLM, Stellar there. Do you want the... Yeah, I know Filecoin has been tearing it up for a while now. Did you want the Bitcoin pairing or the dollar pairing, Aave? I assume the Bitcoin pairing. Yeah, I mean, Filecoin is a good project, but it has pumped quite a bit. And I personally like to wait until a retracement that holds up to get in. Yeah, BTC always. Yeah, I like that. So Aave, were you able to get in down here? Or that was early March. So I'm guessing you got in somewhere in here. Or maybe you're not in at all. Yeah, let me on the short term, like, you are keeping this uptrend, and you know, if you stay in this range, you're going to keep going up, obviously. So like, if you're trading this, not financial advice, but like, wherever you buy, I would have a stop loss right below, where this line, this trend line would be, if you were to break down below it. That's what I would be doing. And you can continue to move your stop loss up if you keep going up in this range. So 8. Okay, so you bought it at 820 and you're just waiting. Let me see here. Let me zoom out. Go to the 4 hour. Let me go to the daily. Okay, so let's put some lines here. That's going to be so this is the resistance it's facing right now, and you can see it did get rejected right there at first, and then it got above it today, but again fell below it. So you want to see a daily candle close above the 49 here, because that you could see was resistance, and then when you finally did break it here, you shot up, and then you came back down, made it support, and then shot up and hit resistance again, and eventually headed back down. So yeah, I mean, it is not, the trend is still in a downward trend until you can make a higher high than basically where you bought it. But let's see. Basically a couple ways you could draw this. So you could say that, you know, it broke this trend line and that's why it's heading up now. But if you don't go by that peak candle and you go by this one here, where it settled up, like not on the daily, you've actually broken that too. So that's why you got this pump here. So I mean, it's looking good. It's looking like it could reverse here, but you do have some key resistance here. So if you're not able to break that, basically you got to start seeing higher highs, higher lows, all the way through. So now you've made a higher high than here, and now there's a good chance you get rejected, and what you want to see is you come down and you make a higher low than here. So if you can continue to do that, then most likely you're going to head up to the next resistance eventually and close to where you bought it at. So basically, if you do get rejected here, which it's possible, you might come down here and you're hoping to make a higher low, and then you go up, probably get rejected here, come down, make support on this, and then go up. That's the kind of thing you would most likely, I don't know if you're going to see some straight up shot. It's possible, but this is more likely what I see in these kind of patterns. That's the bullish case, which I would say looks probable, more probable than the bearish case, which would be something you get rejected and then you eventually come down and make a lower low than here, or you come back down and make that your floor, like make that the bottom, and basically come down and basically make a double bottom there before heading back up. But with this type of big move like that, you know, you got to wait and see. It's all depends on if you can make a higher low here if you get rejected. So, so again, I mean, but also with the altcoin dominance going up, Bitcoin dominance going down, eventually that money will flow into lower cap coins. So, and that could make this have a nice run up too. So patience is the key on this one. I hope that helps, Aave. And it's dollar pairing. Oh wow. So it's doing well on the dollar pairing. Oh, but I guess there's not enough history there. Good look at Filecoin. Yeah, wow. Yeah, Filecoin making some very nice gains here in the past few days. Got up to 100%. No problem. Here's Rarible, big NFT play. Got all the way up to $48. But now making a lower high. So might need some consolidation here, having a pretty bad day. Let's look at Theta. Yeah, I said, you know, I think Theta is going to have a bigger retracement. Yeah, fell out of this. Yeah, I would expect eventually to come down to like $8.80, $8.90, the 0.5 fib level. That would be a good time to accumulate, or $7.60. I'll look at Dent. Here's Dent, and yeah, Dent's holding up pretty nicely actually. Well, you can see I just talked about on what was I just looking at? Theta. You should wait for the 50% correction. Well, look at where Theta ended up from the top, came down the point, or the 0.5 Fibonacci level. I mean, came down and touched it perfectly, and then it came up and, you know, tested all-time highs again, got rejected, but looks to be forming like a big cup and handle. So then also, you know, again, it's scary because it just pumps so much, but if you look at this pattern, a big cup possibly handle here, so that is a bullish pattern, and could you know, the fact that it hit all time or got close to all-time highs again, got rejected, but was able to hold this fib level is a good sign. The 0.238 fib level there, so yeah, that looks good in my opinion. I mean, this is the 4-hour chart, so few days now. Definitely doesn't look bad. And it's up 7-8% today, so here's Binance. Yeah, Binance is had the nice retracement here and finally broke out of this symmetrical triangle, so we're talking $420. That's where Binance could be headed. NBS. Yeah, this does not look bad at all. I mean, once you break above like the 85 level, you know, even once you break above the 110 level, you have clear skies. Like, there's not much, even where you are right now, there isn't a lot of resistance. So like the 75, if you can get above 75 and hold that, you might see a big move after that. But yeah, this looks good. And you would be looking at, you know, this trend line possibly to take some profits, because it could get rejected there, if it does shoot up really fast. It could get rejected pretty hard there, so, but if it blasts through it, then you might even look for all-time highs. So it's kind of a tricky play there. But yeah, like, you're making higher highs, higher lows in the, you know, since the beginning of March. So it looks good. What do I think about your research on coins? And the questions that I'm asking, is it so stupid? No, it's not stupid. I mean, I don't know what research you're doing on coins, really. But, I mean, you know, obviously I haven't been able to research even most of the coins, but I know, you know, I've been around a while, so I kind of know what coins have done well in the past, so I try to focus on more of them personally. But obviously I miss a ton of good projects that blast off, so yeah, the NFT craze with the big, all of the big NFT projects have been kind of settling down for the most part. Let's see if Pokemon comes up here. Yeah, these charts are let's check in on Bitcoin. Still just hanging out around there. Ethereum. Same thing, just kind of hanging out around 1975. What's up, G. Hafler? Did you buy any Polkadot, G. Hafler? Yep. Yep. I get that. Vibe, we'll take a look at Vibe. Let's see. Vibe on the short term, let's see. On hit BTC. Yeah, this looks, whoa. So this is the Bitcoin pairing, and yeah, Vibe looks good in the sense that you are, so if we go all the way back, I'm gonna put a line basically where you were the lowest before you had the rally, before you had this move. And if we go all the way back to where we are today, yeah, you're still not even above that. So I mean, it looks good. Let's look at the volume. Okay, so I mean, the volume is very good recently. Yeah, the volume's very, very good. So that's good, but like the trend has still not changed. Only in the very short term has it started to come up, but in the longer term, you've been making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and etc. all the way down to what I think this is the lowest it's ever been. I mean, just very, very, you know, and it did get a big shoot up because of that. So yeah, I mean, it seems to be a very high risk, big reward play. So I mean, yeah, I mean, the only plus side is this is literally the lowest it's ever been. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you. There's not enough time to know if this is going to hold. What you need to do is, at least on the short term, break, you know, get above 24, 24 sats on, and then you'll probably make a higher high there, and then you'll probably have a higher low, which will then help you, you know, feel better about, because there is a lot of upside if it does move a lot. So it's just been on a downtrend since 2018. But yeah, a lot of room up. Yeah, day trading, I mean, so it's come up and now it's made basically, not financial advice, but if you were gonna buy, now would be a good time, because it seems to be making support on the previous high. So if that holds, you're probably going to see some upside there. But I would have a stop loss, you know, a little bit lower, because if that breaks, you know, you could come down and test, you know, the bottom, your next low around 35 again. So I would definitely have a stop loss protecting. Yeah, I mean, it could easily work out in your favor. Again, not financial advice, but But yeah, I mean, sell at 93. You know, if it does hold here, I would expect higher movement up. Um, but yeah, this is a, you know, it's right on the exact point of its previous high. So if it holds there, you know, that could be a short-term bottom, which is normally a, you know, you want to buy at the bottom. So it's just right on there. So if it breaks it, you could see you know, a decent red candle. Yeah, it doesn't trigger stop loss. Yeah, that's not great. Probably not the best day trading type exchange to be using then. I think you said you're like limited, but yeah, that for day trading, not having a stop loss is could cost you a lot. Here's Dogecoin. Yeah, back to reality after the Elon pump today. Oh yeah, someone uh yeah, duck in a bag. Sorry if I forgot about XLM. I know you wanted to look at that. If you're still here, I'll pull it up. Yeah, XLM looks pretty nice. You've had a nice retracement here. And you seem to have made, you know, you had a bottom here, another, hold on, you had, you know, a bottom here, and now you've made another one, but it held, so that's actually good. It's giving confidence to traders, and now you're up here. So basically I would look at this as a consolidation until your next move up. It doesn't, unless something drastic happens with Bitcoin or bad news or something like that, I wouldn't. You basically hit this red line 3 times, once here, here, and here, and it's off of previous resistance as well. So now it's support, and it's doing that 3 times is a good sign to traders that they're not letting it get lower than this. As soon as it gets down there, they buy it up. So you know, it's been long enough where a rally could happen at any point. Especially once you break, it seems like 43, yeah, 43 cents, 43.8 cents seems to be a decent resistance level. So if that breaks, you'll probably see a little pump there as well to continue the up cycle. Wow, Aave. Yeah, I'm also streaming on Twitch at the same time. Yeah, and I tend to actually get more people on Twitch than YouTube. Let me know, guys, if there's any coins you want to chart out. Um, I will pull up Bitcoin here. Yeah, Bitcoin just kind of ranging here in this channel. We definitely have to have a move by like April 6th. We will hit this trend line, which I would expect some sort of movement, but my guess would be we're going to see some sort of movement within the next day, most likely. I don't think we're going to stick around here right at 59 for that much longer. I think we're either going to come back down to around 54,000 and form a big reverse head and shoulders and then blast up to all-time highs, or we're just consolidating here and then we will just blast up. So either way, long and short term, I think we're going up. So, and the fib levels, the Fibonacci levels for our previous correction here would put us up around 6,800 in the short term. Could look at Ethereum. I think Ethereum's going to move as well. If I could find it. Ethereum is eyeing $2,000. Very close. Had a nice day. Past couple days, really nice. And we're only about 1.5% away from $2,000. So that would be a big level and then all-time highs. So this is the graph. Looks like could be moving up as well. look at BNB again. Just working on posting some charts to Twitter, guys. So if there's any charts you want, anything you want charted, let me know. Got a few minutes left here. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. Thanks for hanging out, and if you like the content, feel free to subscribe and like the video on YouTube. God bless.